Imagine you were born in Iran in the year 2000. When you first open your eyes to the world, you don't yet realize that the country of your birth will shape your life with its rules from the very beginning. These rules don't just govern your school or your work. They dictate how you dress, how you speak, and sometimes even how you think. As a child, life seems normal. You play in the streets, watch television, and go to school. But from a young age, you are taught one thing: the state's ideology. The system established after the 1979 Islamic Revolution controls everything, from education to the media. You learn this early. Men and women are not equal. The state dictates how women must dress, and criticizing the government can be dangerous. When you enter adolescence, life changes even further. You are required to wear a headscarf in public, whether you want to or not. At school, girls and boys are increasingly segregated. On the street, patrols known as the morality police wander about. One day, your mother says to you, "If you don't follow the rules, you could get into trouble." This police force officially exists to enforce moral codes, but for many young people, it represents a weight hanging over their daily lives. You are hardworking and earn a spot at a university in the capital, Tehran. But once you arrive, you realize that the country is in dire economic straits. Years of international sanctions and poor economic management have left the future of the youth uncertain. Many graduates cannot find work. You and most of your friends dream of only one thing: leaving Iran. Thanks to the internet, you get a clearer view of the world. You watch the lives of women in other countries, and you start to ask a question: why are there so many rules here? In 2022, massive protests erupt across Iran, sparked by the death of a young woman, Mahsa Amini. Following the incident, millions of young people take to the streets. Women burn their headscarves, but the protests are suppressed with severity. That is the first time you feel true, visceral fear. A few more years pass. The economy worsens. Inflation climbs, and finding a job becomes even harder. Many young people try to leave the country, but not everyone has the means to do so. You do not want to leave your family behind, but you feel your future growing increasingly dark. By 2026, Iran is facing not only internal problems, but also external tensions. Tensions in the Middle East escalate, and the conflict between Iran and Israel turns into open war. Sirens begin to wail in Iranian cities. The power goes out. The internet is throttled. You wake up to the sound of explosions. Looking at the news, you see that about 170 children have been killed in a school hit by a missile. As always, civilians pay the highest price of war. Now, you are 26 years old. Throughout your life, you have grown up under strict social rules, witnessed economic crisis, seen protests, and now you are experiencing war. Yet, like millions of other young Iranians, you still hold on to a shred of hope that one day you might live in a freer country. Where you are born into this world can largely determine how your life will unfold. But the human desire for freedom and a better future, that never changes.